You're a piece of trash, and Don Callis, you are an asshole!
Whoa, paintbrush.
Wow.
That was not smart, Don.
Wow.
Not smart, Don.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here. And welcome to After News. So decision time has come for Chris Jericho, bro. Don Callis and Chris Jericho was in the ring, and Jericho came out, and he's about to make his decision. And to everybody's surprise, Jericho actually said yes. He said the JAS members walking out on him made him realize that he needs to go back to his roots. He needed to be aligned with a man who was just as low as he is. And Jericho spoke about regaining the AEW championship. And I got some comments on that towards the end of this video. But let's get into just how this went, because this is the first of two parts. I gotta talk about what happened afterwards as well. So Callis hugged Jericho, but Jericho uncovered the painting, which showed Callis holding Jericho's head in his hand. Jericho asked if Callis thought he was going to say no as well. And the portrait definitely is what set everything off. Like, it seemed like Don Callis was in a position where he wanted to control Jericho and not really be an equal partner with him at the top in this faction. And Jericho was like, he was talking about him being a liar, a scumbag, and he talked about how, nobody really cared about Callis when he was out of work 3 years ago, or, walked away from the business rather. And he says this is just all about Callis's ego and all this other stuff, and that ended up resulting in a fight. So, when it was all said and done, Callis snapped back at Jericho and everything like that. And them two clearly weren't going to be a part of each other, because Will Ospreay came out along with Konosuke Takeshita. And who else came out? We're going to talk about that in the next part. We're going to talk about that in the next part. But Callis actually took the painting and slammed it over Jericho's head, which was and Jericho wisely covered up, but Sammy Guevara came out to, pretty much save him, though. So, like I said, we're going to talk about that part, but I did want to talk about the championship part, because that actually caught my attention more than anything else. I never, even though he said yes, the yes was kind of surprising, but I knew he wouldn't fully be, with Callis after this. So, he's going to have a match against Will Ospreay All In as well. But I knew he wouldn't be all in on joining Don Callis in this thing. It's going to be interesting to see what they still do with Jay. Is they're going to, like I was saying last week, should they just reboot the Inner Circle with him and started off with him and Sammy Guevara, and then add some other members to the group? We'll see what they do. Eddie Kingston is also back. I was going to cover him, but I don't have enough time to cover an extra segment tonight. So I'm just going to leave it at the 6 that I've been doing every week. But that was interesting, though. But the championship part is interesting to me, because could Jericho be considering another run? Maybe a last run with the title, of his career. I think that's something to look at. And when MJF loses the title, I think AEW should go through maybe about 3 or 4 champions in 1 year next year. Rotated around so that a few people could get it, because we had MJF with it for a whole year. I do think they should rotate it. Maybe Chris Jericho gets like 3 months with it, and everybody else gets like a few months with it or whatever. But that would be interesting if Jericho actually got the title again, man. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But let me know y'all thoughts about that. We're gonna go over what happened after the little conversation with Sammy Guevara came out to save Jericho. I'm going ahead and get this video a like, share, subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. After News to Like.